Right on, right on. It is Thursday morning, January something, 25th maybe, or 26th, somewhere around there. How you doing today, Coby?
Good.
How do you feel? Last night, Coby had his first open mic night at Conrad's.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice.
Tell me all about it. What do you think? How'd you feel up there? Did you were nervous a little bit?
Yeah, I was quite nervous. I had adrenaline in my fingers, which is weird. Like I think it was just the build-up, having to wait that long, and just, I don't know. And it was also
like waiting for the performance before.
Yeah, and it was in a bar, and people were a lot more close to your face. You know.
It was very up close and intimate.
Yeah, but it was fun.
I liked it. It was a good atmosphere. I thought it was cool. So my favorite part about it was, you gotta help me look for cars coming. I can't see.
Can't see anymore.
No, I can see. My favorite part was that people who were up close and could actually hear your lyrics were intrigued by your lyrics. They liked it. And I could tell they liked it because it's like they're paying attention and they were concentrating on you. And that was more so. And I was paying attention to that with the other few people that went before you. And it's like the other few people who went before you, they've done it a bunch of times before. Like they were very sort of maybe refined, and it was like all neat and everything, and they did a good job. They definitely did. But there's something more raw and personal and emotional about yours. One, because you wrote your own songs, whereas they were playing covers, but also the actual lyrics themselves. Like it was like people liked you. Like you're gonna. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah,
because people liked you.
I should have at the end plugged myself and been like, "Yo, I'm Coby Dallin. This is my Instagram." Da da da. But I didn't. I don't know. I just didn't want to. Because I didn't hear other people do it before, so I didn't want to be like that new guy that's just trying to be annoying, or I don't know. So maybe next time.
You'll get more comfortable with it. And you're gonna take over the place. It's your place. This is my house. When I was coaching track, I used to tell people that this is your track. Your track. You own it. I'm looking forward to the next one.
Because I thought originally that it was every week, but it's every 2 weeks actually.
Oh.
So I wanted to talk about this on my podcast, because we haven't done a podcast in so long.
We'll do one. Let's do one like tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Or this afternoon, or tomorrow night, because tonight it got hacky.
Okay, and
soon. Soon.
Yeah, because I have them coming out once a week, and the next one is with Aaron.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But that's the last one.
I'm glad you did one with Aaron. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Aaron's his little cousin.
He's
like 10 years old.
He just turned 10.
So, what did you learn? What's your life lesson from your experience last night?
Didn't learn a life lesson. It's just cool getting experience, doing more things in the music industry, meeting more people. It's good.
Yeah.
Progression.
Yeah. Oh, the other kind of funny thing, I don't know, can I say this? That you were offered a daughter.
Sure.
So this was funny. We ran into a lady who used to be a patient of mine that I haven't seen in years. But anyways, she had seen Coby play, and then she's like, "Pardon me?"
Offered a daughter.
Yeah. and so she came up and said hello afterwards, so when I introduced her to Coby and said, "This is my son," and she's like, "How old are you?" And he said, "Oh, I'm 16," and she's like, her face lit up. She's like, "I have a daughter who's 16," and it's like, "You guys should meet."
I started dying with laughter. It's so funny.
And then she looked at me and she said, "We could be in-laws."
Yeah. It's so funny.
So yeah, that was
offered a daughter.
Yeah, that doesn't happen every day, right? So, in the news yesterday, I was quite happy about this. There's been a court case going on about the inappropriate use of the Emergencies Act, which we talked about.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That it was deemed as illegal.
And it was deemed as irresponsible or illegal, whatever. And I mean, the government's going to appeal it. But still, wow, what like a sigh of relief that finally there's some
Because there's still
vindication
truckers in
for this.
jail, right? I saw something.
There's still some court cases ongoing for a couple of truckers that were part of the organizers.
Well, there's not people in jail still.
I don't think so, no. I think they're out on bail.
Bank accounts still frozen?
No.
Okay. Because I saw somebody do like one of those polls on YouTube where it's like where they said like like it was deemed as illegal, the Emergency Act by Trudeau.
Yeah.
And it was like what should happen next?
Yeah, Trudeau should go to jail.
And it was all the
guy's a clown.
The options
You
were
should go back.
the options were all the people be released from prison, all people's bank accounts are frozen, Justin Trudeau goes to jail, or all of the above. So I thought
I mean, there's no way he'd go to jail, but still, I mean, I would love there to be like somehow that caused an election. An election. It should at least
spontaneous election.
Well, so it could actually, okay, because the only real reason that Trudeau's still in power is because he has a minority government, but he's got the NDP, who basically has a coalition with him. You didn't like that? And the leader of the NDP, Jamit Singh, he's such a punk. Like, he's just a punk. He's not even a leader. All he's doing is bowing to Trudeau all the time. And Trudeau wouldn't be able to pass anything in Parliament if Singh didn't just bow to him. It's like Singh's getting used. He's just getting used because he came to the table and said, "Okay, I'll coalition if I get this and this and this, whatever." And the government, Trudeau's been dragging his feet, half-assed doing anything. But in return, it means the NDP is voting with Liberals on everything that they do. So that the coalition now effectively makes a majority government. So if the NDP would just actually think a little bit and say, screw this coalition, that could potentially force an election. And this would be a great opportunity for them to just say, you know what, you're not really trustworthy as a government. You're not really holding up your end of the bargain. And let's end this now. That I would love to see that. That would be.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, probably not, because there's not enough people who actually have any. There's not enough people who actually have the guts to just do what they know to be right. And I don't know.
I mean, everybody's just paid off. I feel like all Parliament members in any country should be have it made illegal to have stocks in anything, or because then they just vote for what makes the money, and
or what keeps their job, and
and you can't really stop people from being bribed, but it's messed up.
It's a sad state of affairs. Yes, I put in my cart, Amazon cart, a bunch of the books I mentioned the other day. Like the stuff that all about this thought, ideas, ideologies, things like that. Quick review on the books that you need to read. 1984, Handmaid's Tale, Gulag Archipelago, Atlas Shrugged, Fountainhead. Those are the ones off the tip of my tongue. There's a lot more other ones too, I'm sure. But yeah. So I'm glad that it didn't work out. I mean, it's still like the trucker convoy thing. I'm the Emergencies Act. It's still going to take a long time because they're going to appeal, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I'm enjoying the Zen and the Art of Motorcycle maintenance.
Yeah, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. That's it. Coby's reading that one right now, and that's another one that everybody should read. Tell me, what do you think? So what are some interesting spots that you
It's really
enjoy in there?
It's like I have to really pay attention, because sometimes I'll just read like without thinking, and then like I read a whole page and I didn't know what happened, so I read, but like I just have to keep reading it again.
Yeah.
And it's really cool because it's like challenging, makes you think a lot. And, it's really cool.
Yeah. Your brain is like a muscle. It's like to use it or lose it. And if you challenge yourself, it gets stronger. You get better at cognitive thought. You get better at understanding ideas. You get better at linear thought and lateral thought. And
rational, romantical.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Like, you can make yourself smarter. You can make them smarter, faster, mentally, cognitively. Cognitive ability.
Yeah, I was looking at doing my motorcycle license, but
you could start your theory now.
Yeah, it's just really expensive.
Yeah, it is.
It's 1.8 thousand in Luxembourg to do the lesson. I mean, to get everything for the license.
Yeah. I think the theory is around 280 or 300.
And then for a bike, I can get up to like $3,000. But some can be, of course, a lot cheaper. But
yeah, I'd like to do that too. I might maybe do the theory soon, because there's a. No, I think actually it's cheaper for me to do the theory. I think it's cheaper for me to do the theory because I already have a license, a car license. So I don't think I need as many hours of theory as you need.
You don't need as many lessons. But let's do it at the same time.
Yeah. There's one place that actually has it on online Monday nights in English. Auto l'école Cloche-d'Or.
I'm pretty sure they have a Cloche-d'Or.
Yeah,
So
I think you can do
Luxembourgish online.
Yeah, you have to do Luxembourg one.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that they had one online.
I think it's the Cloche-d'Or one that has it in English on Monday nights. I haven't looked at it again since a long time, but
because I know car licenses start up again, or no, motorcycle licenses start in March.
Yeah, so you have to get the theory done before you could do that. So if you just get the theory done now, then
yeah, and then hey, if you get a bike, we just share one.
We just share a bike.
Yeah,
yeah,
because we both start out with the same bike. Because you have to get like
you either have to have a small engine or they put a regulator on it.
Yeah, and you have to get that one first for like the first 2 years, and then you can start going higher with the speeds.
Yeah. You could even start now with a moped, scooter.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You couldn't? Oh no, yeah, you couldn't.
I don't have a car license.
I think it'd be kind of cool to have a scooter, like have one of those. That'd be kind of good just to beat around.
How much do those cost?
I don't know. You get them probably for 1,000 to 10,000. It's like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then you have to learn how to learn motorcycle maintenance.
Yeah.
You could be in your state of zen when you do your motorcycle maintenance. All right, so I had like a little list of things that I wanted to talk about, and I don't have my list, so I don't know what I want to talk about. But one of the things I mentioned in the previous one, I want to know if you've tried it at all or not, is I said when you're speaking with people, to be interested, not interesting. So you focus on being interested in the people you speak to.
I don't know if I do that.
Do you do that?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Always asking questions and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you notice how people react when you ask them questions and you're interested in them?
It's more positive.
It's more positive.
Try to be more positive.
I wonder if they feel welcomed in your presence.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people, like by friends that weren't friends before, I've been told that they were not like nervous to speak to me, but not because apparently they don't look very approachable.
Really?
Because
I've heard that about me before.
Because I look like angry or something, like I'm gonna kill somebody. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't kill anybody, please.
So now I'm just like smiling, but when I'm in school, everybody's pissing me off. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Listening to my music.
Oh. That reminds me of a thing that Jordan Peterson said again. And now I don't think it was him that said this. I think he actually said that he was just repeating it from somebody else. But he said that you have to be dangerous. It's good to be dangerous. But it's like you have to have a sword, and it has to be a sharp sword, and you have to know how to use it. But keep it sheathed. Don't ever use it. But be capable of using it. And that's actually, let's say that's integrity. Because let's say there's somebody who's completely incapable. Right? I don't just mean physically, but I mean like mentally more than anything else, right? And that's what Peterson meant as well. He wasn't talking about physically, although physical health is important. But but you have to be good with your words, precise with your words, sharp with your words, like a sword. Doesn't mean you use it in a negative way. You use it in good ways only. But you must be capable so that people are actually not scared of you, but they understand what your capability is, and they also understand that they can trust you because you have good moral character. Somebody else would say, oh, well, don't ever use a sword because, and again, that's an analogy, because, what are you going to do, kill somebody? And that's not moral, and that's not, whatever, that shows no integrity. But the thing is somebody who is weak, right? Whether we're talking about physically or if we're talking about mentally. If you are weak and you've never worked on improving yourself, improving your speech, improving your kindness towards people, you've never worked on improving all of these things that we've kind of talked about bit by bit here and there. If you haven't worked on them, then actually you're just not capable. So you don't have the choice of being capable. And because of that, you're not making a decision that shows integrity by restraining yourself. It's not that you're better morally, you have better integrity. It's just, no, you're not capable at all. And if anything goes wrong, somebody needs help. Whether we're talking about physically or mentally, emotionally, who do they want to turn to? They want to turn to the person who's capable, not to the person who's incapable. And so you want to be that capable person, right? You want to be that person that people can trust, people can count on.
Yeah, I don't know if it was different when you were a kid. Most people nowadays just don't even get even close to thinking about that. And that's why I don't really enjoy being at school, because people think so stupidly and about such stupid things. And almost every conversation I have is just stupid, so I'm not interested at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested, and it's
I don't know. I don't know how much. I think it was sort of similar when I was younger, but I didn't pay attention to that. Like if I sat down with a bunch of people at lunch in the cafeteria at school, for example, and normally I would sit down with my group of friends, but I knew most people and I got along with everybody. So I could have sat down with people, but yes, I would find that there was conversations that bored me because I wasn't interested in anything unless it was something that evoked thought and feelings. Like I wanted to be deeper. But where I was really lucky is my group of friends. It was very rare that we had small talk. It was mostly we talked about something that meant something, or we were just doing stuff to have fun, or we didn't say anything at all. It's really freaking hot in here. I want my coat off.
Like most of the people I talk to, all it's about is clothes. What clothes they get, what clothes they wear. And I'm just there like, bro, like...
That's not something I've never really heard.
Getting bitches, and it's just...
That's tough.
I'm not interested at all in it. It actually pisses me off.
Hey, do me a favor.
You do.
Oh, wait. Pull.
Push. Push.
All right, that's good. That's good. No, let go. The other arm. Yeah, I think that was a very much a little subculture of people when I was growing up. I know there were some people who like it would be normally a group of girls who would really care about their clothes and their makeup, but that was such a small, like a little clique, and because they were like that, I never really talked to them anyway, so it wasn't, I got so lucky, man, because we were so much focused on sports, doing well in school, having fun, sometimes doing stupid stuff, like fun stupid stuff. Yeah. It's good. I don't know if there's a difference in time. I don't know if it's a difference in generation. Part of it, probably social media has a bigger effect.
It truly changes everything.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't like talking about women. It's just, you know, there's freaking levels to it when it's like, I don't know, they don't even think of them as people.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I speak to, like it's
really?
they don't even. It's kind of like, oh yeah, this is my bitch, this is my other bitch. So yeah, talking like today, I had a friend of mine, like talking about some girl that's in our gym class, and like, oh yeah, like what should I say to her, da da da. And then he opens his phone, there's a picture of his girlfriend on this thing, and it's like, bro, like what the hell?
Right.
And it's just constantly messed up.
It's such a lack of integrity. But that's though where you can also be a bit of a leader, and the thing is
I try.
But I bet there's going to be lots of things where you don't see the results now by standing up for what you think. You probably don't see the results quickly, but it's more over time. It's things that you say that's going to stick with that person for a long time, and it's going to make them think later on. Now, it won't have necessarily a positive effect on everybody, but some people was. Pardon me?
How do I wear this? Is it the other way?
Put it over top of your ear. Like I've told you this story. I've told this story so many times. It's on that one podcast that you did. Remember when it was the tour of GCI? Mm-hmm. And so this one's for you guys. There was a guy named Bryce Macy, and we would often, like we being now the track team, I remember, we'd go to a track meet, and then we'd take the bus back to the school, and we'd be all waiting at the school to get picked up by our parents and things like that. And one time we were all standing on the stairs at the front of the school.
Turn the Bluetooth on.
I hold it longer. Like turn it off and then on again, but keep it on and then it'll start beeping. So anyways, we're standing there, and so we're in the stairwell kind of thing at the front of the school, so we're covered by the rain because it was raining out. And there was this older guy who was also overweight, whether he was obese or not, I don't remember. Because remember, I'm like 16 at the time. And a bunch of kids. So here's the thing: there's stupidity everywhere, right? A few kids were making fun of this guy who's running around the track just trying to get fit, right? And they're making fun of him. Now they weren't like, the guy wouldn't have been able to hear them in any way. They were just like laughing at him or whatever. And Bryce he just said one thing. He just said, "At least he's doing it." And that's always stuck with me, right? Because that must have been 16 at the time, so. It's like 32 years later now. I still remember that. And I don't know how many people it shut up at the time. It probably shut a few people up because Bryce was one of those leaders in the school. But it doesn't surprise me, because then Bryce went on to be a teacher and then a principal of a school. And sometimes just those little moments where you say something and you're not afraid to say it. It can have such a positive effect on people, on some people, not everybody. Not everybody's willing to listen. Not everybody's willing to change. But that's part of that, what we're talking about earlier in this chat about being dangerous. Having a sword that's sharp, that you know how to use, and use it for good, not for bad, right? Like those words that when people say stuff that is making fun of someone else. That's using a sharp sword in a negative way. That hurts. But you can use it just as well for good. And it'll stick out.
Yeah, but like you have a few of those stories. Like I see this like every day, all the time. Like it's not so much people standing up. I mean, I always kind of do. I always say something like nah, like don't say shit like that, so whatever. But like it's just constant. Like
I wonder if you could change it then a little bit. Instead of saying, no, don't say shit like that. What about something like, how do you think that makes her feel?
yeah.
How do you say like that? You ask them an open question.
Yesterday we were doing rock climbing, and my friend standing next to me, some guy who was overweight, he's putting on the harness. He's like, look at his stomach over the thing. I'm like, bro, what the hell are you on about? Like, this is shit you say when you're in primary. Grow the hell up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, can you maybe say something that asks him a question? Like, maybe that one's, I mean, I'm not thinking anything off the top of my head for that one, but, get them to ask them a question that makes them think introspectively.
Mm-hmm.
And that might get them thinking a little bit more, too. Right, instead of just saying, stop it, or shut up. That's not cool. I mean, it's better to say that than nothing, but is there a way that you can be more influential? There probably is. I know there is. You just gotta find it. Find your way, Daniel-san.
That's sweet.
Alright. We're out, y'all.
Peace.
Bye-bye.